फेस्टिवल्स सभी ये सब एंजॉयमेंट के साथ पढ़ाई नहीं होता है। काकचेष्टः बकनिद्रः है ना, तो स्वानमिद्रः का क्या है प्रभु? काकचेष्ट बकोध्यान बृहत्यागी है। बृहत ये सभी जब रहेगा जीवन में तभी पढ़ सकते हैं, नहीं तो नहीं। कम खाना चाहिए, तब कम सोना चाहिए, और कोई एंगेजमेंट से ये सभी नहीं रहना चाहिए, तभी जाकर होते, नहीं तो नहीं पढ़ नहीं पाएंगे एक्चुअली। सभी एंजॉयमेंट, सभी एंटरटेनमेंट के साथ, एंटरटेनमेंट माने सम काइंड ऑफ दिस थिंग्स विल नॉट। Brahmacharis, they live very austere life, very severe austere life, very less eating, less sleeping, always memorizing and revising. With these things, they can learn actually. In Banaras, we used to for 3 years, only one time in a day we used to eat, and only 4 hours sleeping. And that's the way actually. Even the traditional gurukuls still they follow this. Yeah, sleeping is less, eating and no engagements from the house or this, no entertainment, no music, no playing, nothing. एक्सक्लूसिवली रगड़ना चाहिए, तब जाकर तो चमकेगा वो, तब शास्त्र एकदम दहाड़ के निकल के आएगा सब, तब वो लोग दे कैन डू समथिंग। ब्रह्मचारी इज लाइक दैट एक्चुअली। 1 वीक पूरा रगड़ देंगे तो सही होगा, रोज 10 घंटा और 5 से 7 घंटा पढ़ाना, और 10 घंटा आवृत्ति, और 3-4 घंटा सोना और कम खाना, तब तो पूरा भगवत गीता भागवतम जो भागेगा भागेगा, जो बचेगा वही बचाएगा, जो बचेगा वही बचाएगा मूवमेंट, सच में। जो भाग गए वो तो अच्छा ही ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Welcome to all of you for today's session. Today we are going to discuss the third canto, 26th chapter, sloka number 51st onwards. So we are discussing about creation. All of a sudden, why in this chapter creation came? Because before that, Lord Kapila is explaining about the various tattvas and their definitions. We have seen all the 24 elements, that means tattvas, and their definitions also we have seen. Why he started defining all these tattvas? Because by knowing the tattvas and their definitions, it will be helpful us to understand this material world, how it is created, and so that one's attachment for this creation will be will be reduced, and they can go to the liberation actually. So that means he can be liberated. If that is a purpose actually. That's why Kapila is explaining. Why after giving the explanation, after the giving the definitions of all these 24 elements are coming from Prakriti. So initially they are not cooperating each other and they are lying separately. When Lord sent his Samhanana Shakti into that, so then after that, what happened? All they came together and they started forming the Brahmandas. So after forming the Brahmanda, what happens? So after formation of Brahmanda, what happens? Garbhodakshaya Vishnu enters into that, each of every Brahmanda. That means Karnanasaya Vishnu only is entering in the form of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Then after that, he'll be filling the each Brahmanda with the half of the Brahmanda with his sweat. So then after that, that inside Brahmanda, there is a lot of, that means chunk will be there. This 24 elements material is inside also will be there. And that he will keep in his stomach and then he will be keeping it for the 1,000 years. And in that due course of time, there is a formation of the different apertures to that. Like in the mother's womb, so when the first day they are coming together, and then what will happen? So gradually, day by day, so apertures, that means different parts will be formed. Like, so there is an opening for the mouth and ears. Initially, it's like just a hole, so like a ball. Then after that, so mouth will be formed, then ears are formed, then so another holes, like two eyes, and like that, and also the different bodily limbs will be formed. So that formation so is happening for this Brahmand also with the help of the Lord only. Okay, so that formation now we are going to see. That means first mouth is formed. There the tongue is coming, and in that mouth, that means who is the Adhisthana Devata? Fire. Fire God is Adhisthana Devata, and he is appearing there. So like that. So this fire God is not the fire God who is coming after Brahmaji actually. Is a prototype only. This is a fire god prototype. Now in the Virat Purusha, that means that anda only is going to become like a Virat Purusha. So that now different apertures are formed in that, and then gradually that will become Virat Purusha, full shape it will take, and that will come out. So through the lotus flower, and on that stem it will be lying. So like how the from the mother's womb baby is coming out, similarly it is also coming out. So now this already we discussed, but still a quick. I have only another 15 minutes to finish this chapter because next chapter I have to also take it up in this morning session only. Then after that, afternoon session, I am going to take next another one more chapter. That's my planning actually. Let us see at least. No question. Of course. Of course. Question after classes. Questions after classes. So I need to prepare. Well, next. We'll see. Next unit. Next unit. Next, not next chapter. So see. ततस्तेनानुविद्धेभ्यो युक्तेभ्योऽण्डमचेतनम् उत्थितं पुरुषो यस्मात् उदतिष्ठादसौ विराट्. From these seven principles aroused into the activity and united by the presence of the Lord, an unintelligent egg arose from which appeared the celebrated cosmic being. This is clear. So that all the elements are coming together and Brahmanda is formed. And that Brahmanda is also having the layers, like egg is having its outer layer shell. Similarly, Brahmanda is also having the shell. And how many layers are there? You remember? 7. Yeah. Earth layer. After that, 10 times greater to that thickness is that. water layer, and 10 times greater to that fire, then 10 times greater to that is air, and 10 times greater to that is ether, and 10 times greater to that is uh, ego. That means mind, intelligence, these are all we are not. Anyway, they are all coming from the ego. So we'll keeping ego. That means 6. And then 10 times greater to that is what is the top? Huh? Mahatat. Mahatat. So like this, these are various social layers are there. 7 layers. We discussed this in the 11th chapter, no? Third canto, 11th chapter it came already. Yeah, this was there. So that anda is known as Samishti. That means from that anda only Virat is coming. That means Samishti Purusha is coming. Samishti Jiva. That's known as cosmic being. Next 52. Etadandam Visheshakyam Krama Vruddairdashottarai Toyadibhi Parivrutam Pradhanenavrutai Yatra Lokavitanoyam Rupam Bhagavato Hare. This universal egg or the universe in the shape of an egg is called the manifestation of material energy. Its layers of water, air, fire, sky, ego, and Mahatattva increases in thickness one after another. Each layer is 10 times bigger than the previous one, and the final outside layer is covered by Pradhana. Within this egg is the universal form of the Lord Hari, of whose body the 14 planetary systems are parts. Actually, sometimes ego and Mahat are otherwise Mahat and Pradhana. Anything can be taken. Okay. So these 7 also sometimes you'll be seeing 8 layers also. In same Bhagavata, some one more place, you'll be reading as 8 layers are formed. And in another Puranas, you'll be seeing even further more layers. So that is understandable. And inside that Brahmanda, Virat Purusha is there. And Virat Purusha still is not there. He will be coming actually. Inside he will be formed. And that Virat Purusha is possessing 14 planetary systems on his body. So he is the holding the 14 planetary systems. Okay, these are all big purports. Because it's a Jada Padartha. It is formed with 24 elements. It doesn't have any kind of the intelligence. That means it's not Lord has to further process that. It cannot do anything by itself. हिरण्मयादण्डकोशात् उत्थाय सलिलेशयात् तमाविश्य महादेवो बहुधा निर्विभेदकम्. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Virat Purusha situated himself in that golden egg which was lying on water, and he divided it into many departments. How it is? Yes. In this sadhana, this is Brahmanda. That means 24 elements came together and they formed Brahmanda. Then Lord is entering into this. The detailed explanation of this we have seen in the second canto, 10th chapter. I think sloka number some 13 or 14. there Vishwanath Thakur commentary. He clubbed together. That means all the different parts and whatever the in second and fifth chapter, sixth chapter, different parts he discussed. Brahmaji was giving the some cuts and bits and pieces type explanations. The total he made as a process and he defined in the second canto, 10th chapter. Sloka number 13 or 14, you can see that. So the commentary will be big commentary will be there. So based upon that, only I am saying here. So what Brahmanda is formed, then Lord is entering and he is lying on the Garbhodaka ocean. So it is having the different layers that is already said. And it is also having the inside 24 elements matter. And that matter has to be now formed as a Virat Purusha. So that for that sake, what it kept in his stomach, Lord himself, Lord body is a transcendental body, and that is kept inside this material chunk, 24 element chunk in his body. So then, like in the mother's womb, how the small baby, that means that the pinda is going to develop that means the shape of the baby. Similarly, this is also going to develop. So now, by the Lord's supervision only, this Pinda is becoming the Virat Purusha. And it is taking this some 1,000 years of the Devata, yeah, celestial years. 1,000 celestial years it is taking. So what is going to be formed is being explained now in the further coming slokas. That we have to see. And the first day, even in the when male and female they go for the conception, then after that, baby first month in the first some mouth is open and then ears, then eyes, like that only. This is also is going to happen for the Virat also is happening like that. That we are going to see. That means various departments means he divided into many departments means this chunk is going to get the different yeah parts actually. निर्भिद्यतास्या प्रथमं मुखं वाणी ततो भवत् वाण्यवह्निरथो नासे प्राणो तो प्राणयतयो. First of all, a mouth appeared in him, and then come forth the organ of speech, and with it the god of fire, the deity who presides over that organ. Then a pair of nostrils appeared, and in them appeared the olfactory sense as well as prana, the vital air. First, mouth is appeared. This thing, same thing we have seen in the second canto, sixth chapter also. So why this chunk is getting the mouth? Because Karnano Sai Vishnu is Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is having the mouth. He is having the transcendental mouth. And now in this chunk, material mouth is formed actually. And that's why initially these 24 elements is a uniform material. That means 24 are, that means like in the 24 smell is there. That is smell is only principle. But now that smell is becoming a variegated smell, different types of smell, like the strong smell, pungent smell, acidic smell, or soft smell. I similarly, that means the principles, like when the male female comes together, that initial liquid is very uniform. But after that, varieties of the body parts or bodily flushes is made the same way. So here, based upon the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu's, whatever the varietynesses are there in his, he is having the mouth and he is also having the organ of speech. So similarly in this Virat also organ of speech is formed. Like this limb by limb is keep on going to be formed. This is said in the second canto, 26th chapter. Sorry, second canto, 6th chapter. Next, pranadvayur abhidyetam akshini chakshuretayo tasma suryo nabhidyetam karno kshotram tato dishaha. So in the wake of olfactory sense came the wind god who presides over that senses. Thereafter, a pair of eyes appeared in the universal form, and in them the sense of sight. In the wake of the wake of this sense came sun god. So who presides over it? Next, there appeared in him a pair of ears, and in them the auditory senses, and in its wake the Digdevatas are the deities who preside over the directions. This universal form is different from the second camera. No, see. You this meditating. This is only. Same. Yeah. Now it is formed and then after that it will come out. Nirbiveda virastagro. What is it? Ashma. अच्छा अच्छा तो रोमस्मश्वाश्वादयस्ततः ततो औषधयश्चासन् शिष्णं निर्विभेद ततः. Then the universal form of the Lord, the Virat Purusha, manifested his skin, and then thereupon the hair, a mustache, and beard appeared. After this, all the herbs and drugs became manifested, and then his genitals also appeared. We'll read the translations. After this, semen and the god who presides over the waters appeared. That means one limb is appeared in that universal, and also the deity will be appearing. Limb and deity, like that it will be going. Huh? Yeah. Next appeared an anus, and then the organs of defectation, and thereupon the god of death, who is feared throughout the universe. Next, hands. Thereafter, the two hands of the universal form of the Lord became manifested, and with them the power of grasping and dropping things. And after that, Lord Indra appeared, and Indra is lying on the hands. Next, the legs became manifested, and with them the process of movements. And after that, Lord Vishnu appeared. That means legs are controlled by Vishnu. Next, the veins of the universal body became manifested, and thereafter the red corpuscles or blood. In their wake came the rivers, and then appeared an abdomen. Next, grieve feelings of hunger and thirst, and in their wake came the manifestation of oceans. Then heart became manifest, and in the wake of the heart, the mind appeared. Next, after the mind, the moon appeared. That means moon is the controlling deity of the mind. So next, intelligence appeared, and for that intelligence, who is the controlling deity? Brahma appeared. Then after false ego appeared, and then Shiva. Then after that, consciousness, and the deity is presiding, and the deity presiding over consciousness. This is important sloka 61. Till now, everything that means mouth appeared, ears, eyes, nose, nostrils, hands, legs, abdomen, all appeared, and also antakarana. In that antakarana, four things are there. So one is the mind, then after that intelligence, then ahankara, and finally chitta. Chitta, and that means chaitya, chitta, and also the deity of the chitta, the controlling deity of the chitta, presiding deity. These deities are not created by Brahma. No. No, Brahma is not also formed. These are the principles, actually, principal deities. So here Brahma is not still is not formed. विराट form ही बन रहे हैं. अब इसके साथ साथ ब्रह्मा जी और उनका लोटस भी बन जाती है, और वो सभी बाहर, इसकी विराट के साथ साथ वो भी बाहर. They will also come out along with Virat. That's one way. Actually, this Virat is the gross body of Brahmaji. You can say. You can say in that way also. Gross body means Brahmaji is Brahmaji, and also the gross body of the Virat, and also there is a subtle body of the Virat. All together is known as, yeah, Brahmaji. Whatever that means, Brahmaji is having the full control on this Virat body. From this only he is producing all the other further living entities. So that's why it is in his control. One way you can say. Gross body you cannot say, but it is these three are the principles: gross, subtle, and Brahmaji. Altogether, they are going to appear from the novel of Garbhodak Sai Vishnu. That means after 1,000 years. That means 1,000 celestial years. So while this formation of this Virat, so limb by limb is formed, Chaitya, Chitta is also formed. For that Chitta who is there, Vasudeva is there actually. Chaitya means what we should take here? Consciousness. Consciousness. Chitta and Chaityam is the consciousness. And who appeared there? Like in the case of false ego, who appeared? Rudra appeared. And in the case of the intelligent, yeah, intelligence who appeared? Brahm. And Chaitya who appeared? Here the, yeah. Chaitya chitta adhishtata vasudeva saaive chitte upasya devata cha. Yeah, we remember, na? If you remember, for the chitta, for the ahankara, for the buddhi, and also for mind. So, what are the upasa devatas and what are the controlling deities? You remember? So, for the chitta, who is the upasa devata? Vasudeva, and who is the controlling? Vishnu. So, that means Vishnu and Vasu. So, okay, one you should take here as one. Chaitya chittadhishtata Vasudeva saeva chitte upasya devata cha. Adhishtata and also Upasya, both. That means here we can take Vasudeva and Vishnu as same. So he appeared actually. And that same Vasudeva is in the Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha means in the Brahmaji. Pradyumnatvena antaryami. Pradyumnatvena antaryami. And in the form of Pradyumna, he is going to control the Hiranyagarbha. And also Vestijiva. In the Vestijiva, he is also entering in the form of Aniruddha. And he is controlling there. These things are discussed in the Bhagavata, Lagu Bhagavatamrita. That's why Chitta Adhishtata, we should not take here as a Jivatmas. We should take here Chitta Adhishtata as Vasudeva. And there is a further proof also is there. Acharya Chaitya Vapusha Swagatam Vyanakti Ityado Api Chaitya Shabdena Antaryamina Eva Ukta. We should. So in the Chitta, Jivatma is there, and you should not consider Jivatma as the Adhishtata, but you should consider the Vasudeva, because even in the further other Shastras, it is said that Lord is the Chaitya. That means Chaitya Vapusha. The Chaitya Vapu is a Chaitya, being a Chaitya Guru, and also like a in the outside also he is a Guru, also is nothing but is a counterpart of, associated counterpart of Vishnu in the form of Acharya, in the form of Chaitya Guru. He is explaining about himself to that Jiva. So that's why here Chaitya means what you should take. So Lord only we should take, not the Jivatma. That he explained here. After that means now Virat Purusha is completely formed. Is formed or not? Everything is formed. But now once again we are going to hear from Maitreya Muni. So here once again each and every devata is entering into the different limbs. Like Agni devata is entering into the mouth, and also Indra is entering into the hands, and Brahma is entering into the intelligence. Once again we are going to see why he is going to explain once again. You know, the reason is there. Even all these demigods are presenting in that Virat Purusha, they are not going to make that Virat Purusha active. Only when the Vasudeva, who is residing in the Chitta, when he enters, then only this Virat Purusha is becoming active. So that means the source of all these devatas also is Vasudeva. And he is the cause for the everything. And because of his presence only, everything is functioning. So this he wants to establish. That's why he is going to repeat again. बोला चीज को और एक बार बोलने वाले. Whatever he said that he is going to say again only to for the readers, for the listeners, for all of us. We should understand that Because of the Vasudeva only this Virat Purusha is conscious and is active. So to prove that, he is saying again, another 10 slokas are coming. And then we will be finishing by this. We'll read Manasas Chandrama. Okay, 62 onwards. No? Why 63 onwards? 62 is over? 62 is 62. ये ह्यभ्युत्थिता देवा नैवास्योत्थापने शकन् पुनराविशुखानि तमुत्थापितुं क्रमात्. When the demigods and presiding deities of the various senses were thus manifested, they wanted to wake the origin of appearance. But upon failing to do so, they re-entered the body of the Virat Purusha one after another in order to wake him. In general process, all the different parts are formed and this Adhisthana Devatas are also formed. When Chitta is formed and Vasudeva entered, then it will wake up. But here, why this is again is said, Acharya is saying here, the reason is Anvaya Vyatirekavyam Antaryaminah eva sarvasaktimatvam darshitu uktameva pravesham sarvesham punaraha. In the original process, it's not going to happen like that. When Virat Purusha is formed, limb by limb is formed and their Adhisthana Devata is formed. And finally, when Chitta is formed and Vasudeva entered, and then it will be active. But now, for the reader's sake, whatever is said, and that is once again they are entering, and to prove that when Agni Devata entered, nothing happened. When Indra entered, nothing happened. But when Vasudeva finally entered, then this wake up, Udatishtat, that means this Virat Purusha woke up and it became active. So like that, so he is going to say that only the thing is purpose is Sarva Sakti Matvam. That means Vasudeva, Antaryami, he is the Antaryami, Vasudeva is Antaryami, and he is the possessor of everything, and he is the controller of everything. To establish that, so this is being said. Whatever the entrance of all those devatas is said already, and that is once again is being said only. Punaraha.
पहले कब हुआ था? This is second time हो रहा है.
ना पहले माने ऐसा नहीं कि पहले सभी बन गया उसके बाद दोबारा एंट्री किया, ऐसा नहीं. कहने के लिए कहा जा रहा है ये, बस ऐसा तो होता नहीं. Your understanding?
बात को पक्का वासुदेव के कारण ही.
हाँ, बात पक्का करने के लिए, वासुदेव के कारण ही सब कुछ उठ रहा है, ऐसा बात पक्का करने के लिए बोला जा रहा है. ऐसा नहीं है कि पहले मुंह ऐसा भी बन गया, तो मुंह बन गया तो उस समय वरुण अग्निदेव बन गए, ऐसा भी तो एंटर किया ना, तो वैसे सीधा एक ही झटका में हो जाती. समझ में आ रहे आप समझे? इनसे बोलिए.
तो देखिए सब बना बराबर लाइन से, और लास्ट में वासुदेव आए और वो जागृत हो गए. अभी फिर से वो समझा रहे कि एक एक आए और लास्ट में जब वासुदेव आए तो जागृत.
पहले का और फिर से कब?
नहीं, एक ही हुआ है, 2 बार बातें बताई जा रही है.
पता है दूसरी बार जा रहा है, हुआ एक ही बार.
हाँ हुआ तो एक ही बार, लेकिन बताया जा रहा है 2 बार, क्योंकि दूसरा बार इसीलिए बताया जा रहा है कि वासुदेव के बिना कुछ नहीं होता है, ऐसा बोलने की.
पहली बार कहा आप पूछ रहे कि फर्स्ट टाइम वेयर इट वाज टोल्ड, दिस इज सेकंड टाइम दे आर इन्फॉर्मिंग कि इट हैपेंड.
अभी तो पढ़ा हमने 10 लोग,
10 लोग अभी तो पढ़े है ना.
वही
हाँ,
फिर से 10 लोग पढ़ने वाले,
और फिर से वही चीज दोबारा पढ़ रहे हैं. ओके. वह निर्वाचा वह निर्वाच मुखं भेजे नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट प्राणेन नासिके वायु नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट अक्षिणा चक्षुषादित्यो नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट श्रोत्रेण कर्णौ च दिशो नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट त्वचं रोमभिर् औषध्यो नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट रेतसा शिश्ना आप्सु आपास्तु नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट गुदं मृत्युरपानेन नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट हस्ता इन्द्रौ बलेनैव नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट विष्णुर्गत्यैव चरणौ नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट नाडी नद्यो लोहितेन नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट श्रुतृभ्या उदरं सिन्धुर् नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट हृदयं मनसा चन्द्रो नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट बुद्धिया ब्रह्मापि हृदयं नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट रुद्रो विमत्या हृदयं नोदतिष्ठत् तदा विराट चित्तेन हृदयं चैत्यः क्षेत्रज्ञः प्राविशत् यदा विराट तदैव पुरुषः सलिलात् उदतिष्ठत्
अभी उड़ गए।
अभी उठ गए so just I'm reading the translations 63 onwards. The god of fire entered his mouth with the organ of speech, but the Virat Purusha couldn't be aroused. Then the god of wind entered his nostrils with the sense of smell, but still the Virat Purusha refused to be wakened. ऐसा सो ही रह रहे हैं उठ नहीं रहे actually. The sun god entered the eyes of the Virat Purusha with the sense of sight, but still the Virat Purusha didn't get up. Similarly, the predominating deities of the directions entered through his ears with the sense of hearing, but still he didn't get up. The predominating deities of skin, herbs, and seasoning plants entered the skin of the Virat Purusha with the hairy of the body, but the cosmic being refused to get up even then. The god of predominating over water entered his organ of generation with the faculty of procreation, but the Virat Purusha still wouldn't rise. The god of death entered his anus with the organ of defecation, but the Virat Purusha couldn't be spurred to activity. The god Indra entered the hands with their power of grasping and dropping things, but the Virat Purusha wouldn't get up even then. The Lord Vishnu entered his feet with faculty of locomotion, but the Virat Purusha refused to stand up even then. The rivers entered his blood vessels with the blood and power of circulation, but still the cosmic being couldn't be made to stir. The ocean entered his abdomen with hunger and thirst, but the cosmic being refused to raise even then. The moon god entered his heart with mind, but the cosmic being would not be roused. The Brahma also entered his heart with intelligence, but even then, the cosmic being couldn't be prevailed upon to get up. Lord Rudra also entered his heart with ego, but even then, the cosmic being didn't stir. However, when the inner control of the deity presiding over consciousness entered the heart with reason, at the very moment the cosmic being arose from the causal waters.
जो लेग में जो विष्णु है
हाँ,
अलग
है
ये ओरिजिनल नहीं
ये ओरिजिनल ही है लेकिन वो अलग है अलग प्रिंसिपल है विष्णु का अलग प्रिंसिपल so why these are all being said only and while happening it's not going to happen like this but only to reconfirm that to confirm that for us without the entrance of the Vasudeva so it is not going to get up भगवान अर्जुन को दिखाया वो तो कारणानुसार विष्णु को दिखाया और उनकी जो रोमकूप में एक ब्रह्मांड को दिखाया उस ब्रह्मांड में इस विराट पुरुष को भी दिखाया दोनों को दिखा दिया
हृदय में चार चार लोग है
हाँ 4 लोग होते हैं ना 4 चित्त मन बुद्धि और अहंकार चलो तो सब लोग उठ गए ना उठकर बैठ गया यथा प्रसुप्तं पुरुषं प्राणेन्द्रियमनोदियः प्रभवन्ति विनायेन नोत्थापयितुमोजसा. When a man is sleeping, all his material assets, namely the vital energy, the senses for recording knowledge, the senses for working, the mind and the intelligence cannot arouse him. He can be aroused only when the super soul helps him. That means Antaryami. Here Chitta, who is entering Antaryami, that is nothing but Vasudeva. When he entered, so then only, yeah. So we are also sleeping deeply and we are waking up from the deep sleep also because the reason is Antaryami is helping. Otherwise, we cannot get up also. And even the various demigods are sitting in our bodies, other limbs, they cannot do anything actually. Only Antaryami is the cause for us also to Matta Smritir Jnana Mapohanam. Everything he only controls. Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. Even the body limbs also. To establish this, that means whatever is happening in the Pindandas, the same thing will be seen in the Brahmanda. Whatever is happening in the Brahmanda, the same thing is happening in the Pindanda. It's similar actually. Our bodies, and that means even the various demigods are there in these body limbs, they are not going to really help fully. The real help is done by the Antaryami. Next, Tasmin, that's why what we have to do by knowing this, we should surrender to Lord Vasudeva. That is the ultimately to get the firm faith on Vasudeva. That is the conclusion of all the saying these things.
My hand is not working. So the Indra is immediate mediator between super soul and
Indra, what he does, so I think he's getting you. You can drink water actually.
Yeah, and
Or you can walk and drink. So, how these demigods are doing? These demigods definitely they also the controls of each and every limb. There is a need of that means they are the Adhisthana Devatas and they are the Karta. Karya Karana Kartrutve. So Karta means they are, but they are also supported by the Paramatma, Antaryami. In our heart also Paramatma is there. So Paramatma will be seeing that means is facilitating these demigods to do their actions. That means demigods also ultimately controlled by him. They are not also independent. They are doing rightly or wrong. Someone has to see, na? That's why he is there actually.
sometimes mismatch also happen.
Huh?
Sometimes mismatch also happen.
Sometimes may happen. Then there will be correction will be there immediately. That means according to the karma, how many days this hand should function, that many days only it should function. Like karma is not there. That means after the age of 30 years, 30-year age and 5 months and 4 days, then after that his hand should not work. His karma is not there after the supporting. Then it should be stopped. Then that means demigod will be, that means hand devata is what Indra. He will not helping these hands to function. So then that for him also, what is karma is having, devatas are not the sarvagnas. That means they are not knowing all the bodies at a time. They are not the sarvakshetrakna. On that means they cannot remember the everyone's karma. Who is remembering everyone's karma? Super soul is remembering everyone's karma. And he is deciding, he is sending indication to the Indra, hey, now you stop function in these hands. Don't act in these hands. Don't become active in these hands. Then these hands will be activeless, inactive. Because devatas don't have complete information. They are not the sarvagnas. So that's why they need this Paramatma support. Otherwise, they cannot do anything.
For real example, spiritual master takes karma of disciples and it affects his.
Hey, you are deviating me. Already I have so much. Please. Okay. We can. We don't elaborate discussion. Okay. Now next chapter will start. Okay. The ultimate conclusion. We read this translation or not? Therefore, one more sloka. This one.
72 Bhakti.
72.
Next.
Tasmin pratyagatmanam diya yoga pravruttaya bhaktya viraktaya gnanena vivichatmani chintaye. Therefore, through devotion, detachment, and advancement in spiritual knowledge acquired through concentrated devotional service, one should contemplate that super soul, as present in every body, although simultaneously apart from it. Now, that's why you should understand this demigod's role is not independent role. They are possessive. They are possessing. They are not possessing independent role. So even they are there in the body, they are not the direct helpers for us. They are also supported by someone else, that is a super soul. That's why we all should surrender to him, not to these demigods. This is the for this sake, Maitri is saying all these things to us, to the Vidura actually. So that's why you should understand what is really vital thing in this body. Yeah, that means some people are in the Annamaya Kosa, they think that gross body is only the ultimate. And they always serve with the Anna, and they think Anna is maintaining this body because they think that body is only the ultimate, and that is maintained by the food, and then food is only the Lord. That is their consciousness. Annamaya consciousness. Annam Parabrahma Swarupu, and they are worshipping that only. But if you go even subtle, there is so pranamaya, prana is there. Even if you go subtle, manomaya, even if you go vijnanamaya, even if you go anandamaya, that anandamaya is that paramatma. So that means in the layers wise, our consciousness is opened. So this layer, gross layer, and subtle, even subtle. Then finally we are reaching to the Paramatma. Why this creation? Why it is explained to us? Ultimately, we should understand what is the real thing. Independent. That means Swarat. Who is the real Swarat? Who is not dependent on anyone? That is Vasudeva. And that's why he should be worshipped. Bhaktya, Jnanin. What is that? Bhaktya Viraktya Jnanena Vivichya. So that's why one should always meditate on him, on that Paramatma. Next chapter, okay? Next 27, understanding material nature. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Prakritistopi Purusho Najyate Prakrutair Gunai Avikarad Akurtrutvat Nirgunatvat Jalarkavat. Actually, in my this course, actually, Prabhus, my intention is only give some overall outlook only, and detailedly I cannot go into the purports also. So purports also many times many points are repeated only because many things can be easily understood. And wherever you have some philosophical understanding, this we will be discussing in the class. So this is the maximum in this given time, maximum whatever can be delivered. So that I am trying actually. Okay. But if you want to have detailed understanding, so in my Golokwani channel, I did the same, these chapters to 2 years back. We used to study all the purports. Before that, Isnad commentary, Juhu and commentary, both commentaries. After understanding those commentaries based upon those, so how the purport is developed, Prabhupada how is writing and which point is under which Acharya, and what Prabhupada is further added. That kind of detailed study was done. Actually, 2 hours class, we used to do 5 slokas. So, like that, if you want to hear that, those are all there in the channel. If you have some time, and you can visit those. Third canto. Playlist, Golokwani. The playlist name is Canto 3. It will be like that. There it is there. These chapters already discussed. With all the purport, every line by line we study. Yeah. But here in this this is not like such a detailed course actually. Here.
How many years?
That they took so that means 2.5 hours every day. 6 days in a week. Every day. Like that 2 hours, 2 years every day. But I used to get only few chapters. Other teachers are they are going in a fast track. But whatever sections I used to get, And I used to do elaborately because I was director for that. Means I was having full control in time actually. I used to give myself the long estimate time. But and that is a residential school, no? Actually, residential. They all students also used to stay with us only in IBMB. And all together we are staying and studying every day, 2.5 hours, not 2 hours, 2.5 hours every day. Like that, 2 years. It took 2 years. IBMB, Iskcon Bhagat Mahavidyalaya. Govardhan. There actually the recordings also done. Uh, those are all like a live recording like this. And I used to explain on the board. That was at that time I was not using this. So you can go through those if you have. Okay. Third canto, second canto. Second canto almost all I taught. 3 chapters except there. And third canto also many major sections. That means like 13 to 16 and 25 to 30, I think, 30 or 31. All this section. And also third canto from the 13 to almost all 33. These many will be there. And fourth canto 1 to 7 chapters. And also in between Dhruva and fifth canto almost all. Sixth canto be almost all. This will be there. But we used to discuss two acharyas commentaries at that time. Juhu Goswami also. And Vishwanath. And question papers also are there. If you want to try, I can use question papers. But they used to write a lot actually. So many details we used to put in the question paper. Also purports and commentaries. Together we make, they should read all this. Commentaries and also three purports they should read for each sloka. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Here, what we are going to learn in this chapter is mainly dealing about Saptavimshe Bhakti Misra Gnana Sadhana Vistrutehe. Bhakti Misra Gnana Sadhana. Bhakti Misra Gnanam is going to discuss. In our diagram, which area? You remember? Left side. Left side area. Yes. That is the what? That is the Gnana, but it is mixed with the Bhakti. Na? So that's why that is known as Bhakti Misra Gnana. Not the Gnana Misra Bhakti. This is Gnana path. But there is some Bhakti also they do. So that's why it is known as Bhakti Misra Gnana. Dhyana will come next chapter. Dhyana. Yes. So this Bhakti Misra Gnana is going to be explained in this chapter. Sadhana Vivrutte. Pum Prakrutayoh Vivekacha Moksha Iti Udhirite. What is being said in this chapter? Mainly the difference between the Prakriti and Purusha is also going to give moksha. So if one is getting the knowledge about the difference between the Prakriti and Purusha, that differentiating, discriminating knowledge, that discriminating knowledge is going to produce moksha. So that is being explained here. Okay. So here moksha is attained through the what? Knowledge. That means knowledge. What knowledge? The difference between Purusha and Prakriti. So we'll be seeing these slokas. Prakritistopi purushaha najyate prakrutaihi gunaihi avikarad akvartritvat nirgunatvat jalarkavat. Translation will read: the personality of Godhead Kapila continued, when the living entity is thus unaffected by the modes of material nature, because he is unchanging and doesn't claim proprietorship, he remains apart from the reactions of the modes, although abiding in material body, just as the sun remains aloof from its reflection on water. What it means? This is what? Sun. And this is water. In this water now, here, what is this? A reflection of sun. Reflection of sun, or otherwise you can say, these are the rays. Rays of, directly rays are coming or not from the sun. These are the bunch of the rays of sun. नींद आ रहा है. So when these rays are coming to this water, are these rays are getting the properties of water into that? No. Anyway, this sun will not get any kind of the properties of the water. That is obvious. Even the rays which are entering into this water, those only are now appearing as reflection. Yes or no? Actually, the rays. That's why if you take it as a Paramatma, this is Paramatma, and these rays are compared with what? Jivatma. So that means when Jivatma, that means rays are coming and going inside the water. So are they getting any properties of the water on them? No, na. Similarly, Jivatmas also, even if they are coming into the Maya, are they getting any properties of Maya into this Jivatma? No. So that means even in this body, Jivatma is there. Jivatma is not get affected, not get contaminated. Why? Nirgunatvat. What is said in the sloka? You can see. Nirgunatvat, avikarat, akartrutvat. This is nirguna. This jiva is nirguna. And also, it is not having any kind of vikara. That means you cannot bring, by cooking the jivatma, can you make it like if you cook rice, then you can make it boiled and then it will be the soft. So if you cook jivatma, will it become, that means smooth? No. Nainam chindanti sastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, nachainam kledayantya, nasoshayati marata. So that is being said. Prakrutistho, even that means Prakrutistaha means what we should take? You should take Jivatma or Paramatma? Jivatma. So that means Prakriti means here water. Here water in place you should take Prakriti. So Prakrutistaha means, so whoever is entering into the water. So who is entering? Sun is Paramatma and he is entering? No, his rays are entering. That means Jivas are entering. Neend aa raha hai. Anyway, so these jivas, that means they are in the prakriti, in the jalastha. Who is the jalastha? Who is in the jala? The rays. So in the prakriti, who is? That means we should take the jivatma. That jivatma is not going to get affected. This is clear now. This first sloka. Many times people think that, oh, this sun is, even it is falling, So sun is not getting any dharma of the water. That is obvious actually. Here the main point what you should take, the rays of the sun which are entering into the water, those are not getting the properties of water. That we should take. जलस्थः सूर्यमण्डलकिरण इव न वस्तुतः जलधर्माक्रान्तः. जलस्य अकम्पः स्यात् तदा तदनुगतस्य जलार्कस्यापि कम्पः. So yaduktam jyotir. Now the total reflection, the total rays together is known as reflection. Now if there is any shake in that, then we'll be seeing similarly there is a shake in that reflection, the total reflection. But in that, the individual jivatmas, they are not going to get any kind of the dharmas of the water. Jala dharma they are not getting.
Both the Paramatma and the Jiva, both are not.
They are not getting. Even jivatma inside with the prakriti, but it is not getting. Tvam padarthanam. That means atayeva manasah samyak suddhau satya tvam padarthopi suddhyati iti. So now what it means, the meaning is this jivatma which is covered with this avidya and also man and antakarna. Now we are thinking that, oh, my heart is contaminated. Prabhuji, I am very heinous. But actually, this is what? These are all the jivatmas dharmas?
No.
No. These are all the what? Dharmas of antakarna. That means man buddhi ahankara. So that's why to be pure means what? Becoming pure means what? Making the jivatma pure? No. Making the pure of antakarna, mana buddhi, that's mind. So that's why purification of mind is only the required. Then everything will be okay.
Why Jiva's mind is affected because they are not.
Huh?
Why Jiva's mind is affected?
Paramatma is beside to it. And his mind is not affected. Why? Because he is with the Swarupa Shakti. This Chit Shakti is far superior than this small Chit Shakti. This Tadasa Shakti. That means it can be affected by this and that. Both can affect. So that means this even Mahamaya can cover. That means like a small lamp is there and you can easily cover that, and then after that nothing is visible. No light outside. With your hands also you can cover. But if there is one big sun is there, and if with the hands can you cover? It will burn the hands also. The potency is there, very heavy actually. And also, not only the quantity, even the quality is also different. Quality of the chit quality of that's maybe a new point for you all. He's saying qualitatively is also different. Yeah, of course, qualitatively also we are not absolutely equal to Krishna. No. You cannot say qualitatively we are absolutely equal. If we are qualitatively absolutely equal, then we should not be covered by mind.
We read, quantity the same. Absolutely.
That means is in a overall sense it is said. That means actually that means exactly all the qualities of the Lord is there with the Jivatma. No, Ishwaratma is not there in the Jivatma. Sarvagnatma is not there in the Jivatma. That means qualitatively same means maximum qualities are same. Not the overall, not the every detail is same. Then what is it? Then
qualities of Lord are made in quantity is there.
no.
Not all.
All quality. Few only there. All qualities how it can. So what is Achintya Beda Beda? Beda and Abeda you can take. Shakti and Shaktiman, there is a Beda and Beda. Shakti and Shaktiman. So Jivatma, even Sarupa Shakti and Maya, all are what? Shakti. And Lord is Shaktiman. So Achintya Beda Beda is applied between the Shakti and Shaktiman. Shakti is not different from the Shaktiman, and also Shakti is different from the Shaktiman. Simultaneously, difference and non-difference both are existing between Shakti and Shaktiman. So that's why simultaneously, if two different contradictory qualities are existing at same time, then that is what? That is Achintya. Like example, fire is there. Fire is simultaneously burning and also fire is simultaneously giving the cooling effect. Very cooling effect also it is giving and also burning. There is two contradictory qualities. If they are existing at one place, then that padartha is achintya, inconceivable. So now achintya bheda is existing where? Between Shakti and Shaktiman. Sarupatah भिन्नत्वेन चिन्तयितुम् अशक्यत्वाद् अभेदः स्वरूपतः अभिन्नत्वेन चिन्तयितुम् अशक्यत्वात् भेदः भेदा भेदो achintyo. This is the definition actually. Achintya veda veda definition. That means you cannot say this Shakti is different from the Shaktiman, and also you cannot say Shakti is equal to the Shaktiman. So that's why you are accepting the relationship between Shakti and Shaktiman. What kind of relationship? Bheda Bheda relationship. But now in that relationship simultaneously Bheda and Abheda both are existing. That's why this Bheda and Abheda is what? Achintya Bheda Abheda. That is our philosophy.
In water analogy, that quality of water means
liquidity and also the evaporation by the fire. Those qualities are not there in Atma.
That ripples, water get rippled or
Not ripples. Mainly the Jala Dharma. That means even it is in the water, Jalastaha, that Kiranam is the Jalastaha, but it is not getting any properties of water.
ripple also is a property of water.
Ripple is also, yeah, that is also.
But sun rays are rippling. Like it seems.
It seems. But sun rays are going straightly. So here sunrises are not getting the qualities of the water. Similarly, Jivatma is not getting the qualities of Prakriti. So that's why you don't need to engineer on the or work on the Jivatma. You need to work on the. So only now we say contaminated means what? So that heart is the having the contamination that has to be clean. That has to be clean. Yeah.
Focus on cleaning the mind.
Cheta only. Jivatma margin we said anywhere. No. Jivatma margin is not said. That's right. That means manah samyak suddho satyam tvampadarthopi suddhyati. That means if you clean the mind, then automatically Jivatma is also said now clean. And because here main point is where is the cleaning is happening, that one should know. That is the main intention actually. Cleaning should happen in the mind, not in the soul. Because soul is not getting any kind of the Prakriti dharmas, qualities of the Prakriti.
But the soul is already pure.
Always pure. Suddhopi vichaste yavishuddha kartu. It is always Suddha only.
तो भी कंटेमिनेशन
आएगा ही नहीं है सर, संभव ही नहीं होगा क्योंकि सोल इज अव्यय. We only study na avyayam asthanur achalo aja. Avyaya means what? No change. If there is no change, then how can you say it's a contamination? And also it cannot be cut, and it cannot be so dried, and it cannot be do anything.
तो फिर तो कंटेमिनेशन की भावना है भ्रम.
Contamination is just claimed actually, unnecessary. That too also that is also now you cannot say soul is changed, since being covered by the avidya, it is like eyes are now if covered with the darkness, now they are not seeing. So can you say now the eyes are not seeing means eyes are defective? No. The same way here also, Atma is not any kind of defect it is getting. Only the situation, that means the darkness is the problem. Now, what if your Atma should see, eyes should see the everything means what you should do? You should remove darkness. But do you need to change the eyes? Remove these eyes and keep the new eyes? No, no. And do you need to do any operation to the eyes? No. So here, similarly here also, on Atma we are not doing any operation. We should do operation on mind only. That is the point actually. So because chitta, mind, you can take as a synonyms time to time. One mind is representing all like Upalakshana. Okay? You take Upalakshana. Yes.
So when somebody is impure,
Ah. No, notation, that's why if we don't know the clarity, then we introduce that means the different notations, and that will lead to the way the philosophical degradation will come. Deviation, degradation will be coming like that. Soul conditioned, we say, Baddha Jiva, we also say. But what is understanding that Jivatma is not get changed? Covered actually. Only. It's covered. But the Jiva is okay. We conditioned soul, we say that's right. But that soul is not get contaminated.
contaminated soul. Chitta is contaminated.
Chitta is contaminated. Now next sloka, okay. सयेषयर्हि प्रकृतेर्गुणेष्वभिविषज्यते अहं क्रिया विमूढात्मा कर्तास्मि इत्यभिमन्यते. When the soul is under the spell of material nature and false ego, identifying his body as the self, he becomes absorbed in activities. And by the influence of false ego, he thinks that he is the proprietor of everything. It's clear. Unnecessarily now what? Because of this, in the Jagrita Avastha and Sushupta Avastha, sorry, in the Sapna Avastha. In Sushupti Avastha, soul will think that I am this body. Why? Connection is lost. And also in the Pralaya, that means when it is in the Karnanusaya Vishnu body, so will it think that I am body? No, at the time also connection is not there. Well, that means ego is not there, na? The material ego. So that's why soul cannot think that I am body. But soul will be forgetting himself because avidya is covered. So in the Karnanusaya Vishnu body, when it was there, so avidya is covered. Definitely there is no doubt in that. Then soul is not knowing who is he. But still it is experiencing himself. So that means some extent of his Swarupa is relished by that soul. Some extent, not fully. So that much only. But identifying Abhimana will come only by the false ego. So now that's why Abhimana is possible in which avasthas? Jagrita and Sapna. Jagrita and Sapna. That should be noted. Jagrita and Sapna avastha only it is having the Abhimana. And what kind of Abhimana? Kartrutvam also. That means in the first sloka we have seen. That means it is akartrutvat. Soul is not having any kartrutvam also. Material kartrutvam, whatever the material activities is happening, that kartrutvam is to whom? Kartrutvam is the Prakriti. Kartrutvam, Karanam, Karyam, and Kartrutvam. Who is the Hetu? Prakriti Hetu. So that's a Kartrutvam. That means material Kartrutvam is not there with the soul. But inherently Kartrutvam is there in that soul, but this Kartrutvam, whatever material Kartrutvam we see, that is not there with the soul. Inherent properties of soul, if you want to know, Jivatma course you can refer. That is detailedly explaining. YouTube channel. YouTube. Yes, yes. Golok one, same. So that's why aham kriya vimudatma karta asmi iti abhimanyate. That means My doer, I'm the doer, like that it is. Prakruter gunesh abhisajjate. Next sloka we go. तेन संसार पदवीम अवशो अव्यक्त्य निवृतः प्रासंगिकैः कर्म दोषैः सदसन्मिश्र योनिषु. The conditioned soul thereof, therefore, transmigrates into different species of life, higher and lower, because of this association with the modes of material nature. Unless he is relieved of material activities, he has to accept this position because of his faulty work. What it means? This identification is only the faulty thing. That identification also because of avidya. Karma dosha means identifying. And identify till the time it identifies himself as the doer of these activities, then you keep on continuing like that. So Paramatma is sending again and again to the different bodies. Go on, go on. But when it identifies, oh, I'm not doing, why I have to go? Then okay, you don't need to go. This is much simple actually. So if you turn towards him and why I have to go, and I'm your part and parcel, and I want to serve you, okay, then come to me. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sadaiva bhajami. So if we don't see towards him and we want to continue identifying the activities of Prakriti as his own activities, then what will happen? Then he will keep on. So sending Lord is also, okay, you want to be like that. So continue that. You identify yourself. Many, many. विद्यमानेऽपि संसृतिर्न निर्वर्तते ध्यायतो विषयानस्य स्वप्नेनार्धगमो यथा. Actually, a living entity is transcendental to material existence, but because of his mentality of lording it over material nature, his material existential condition doesn't cease. And just as in a dream, he is affected by all sorts of disadvantages. What this sloka is telling, ध्यायतो विषयानस स्वप्ने अनर्था हि अविद्यमानेपि संस्कृति न निवर्तते. ननु तस्य जीवस्य कर्तृकारणत्वाद् अभावाद् वस्तुतः कर्माभावेपि देहकृतैः कर्मभिः कथं बन्धः तत्र अर्थे कर्मरूपे वस्तुनि वस्तुतः अविद्यमानेपि कर्तृत्वाभिमानेन विषयान् ध्यायतः. See, this Jivatma is there in Jiva. That means this is Prakriti. That means the body means Prakriti. This is the cause for the sleeping. Karanam, Karyam, and Karta. Karanam, that means senses are the Karanam, and the sense objects, Karyam, and the controlling deities. So inside this Jivatma, that means the Jivatma doesn't have any senses. So that means these senses are not belongs to Jivatma. And also the sense objects also not belongs to it. And Karta is he controlling deity. These senses which are really doing the actions, those senses are operated by the controlling deities, not this Jivatma. So in this case, Jivatma is completely is out from the Karyam. That means no activity done by this Jivatma. But what it is doing, but still why it is getting the samsara, the reason is, so even those are all not belongs to him, those are all belongs to the Prakriti. But here what is said, like in the dream what we do, in the dream also we don't have their tiger. There is no tiger, but because of the mind, so tiger is created based upon the samskaras. In the chitta samskaras are there, those are fetched, and then mind So some object is made, tiger is made, and started by seeing that we are getting the dream, we get fear. But object actually is the real tiger is there? No, a real tiger is not there, but it is just imagining a tiger and getting fear for that. Similarly, this Jivatma is also, the example is you should apply here. Similarly, this Jivatma also, which is not, that means karyam, that means doership. Actually, that means material activities, for this material activities, doership is not with the, real doership is not with the Jivatma. And but it is, the really doership is just imagined by it. That means I am doing. Like that, it is imagining, but actually done by the Prakriti, but it is thinking that I am doing. Like in the dreaming person, he is imagining and thinking that there is a tiger. And he is always worrying, getting fear for that tiger. Similarly, Jivatma is also, so which is not really with him, this doership, and thinking that I am the doer of this activity. Oh, I did bad thing and I'll get this sin. Oh, I did the good thing and I should get the reward. These kind of things are happening.
Even the dreams also control with Bhakti.
Karma.
Practical.
Huh? Huh?
All the things come in practical. Practical में कैसे होता है ये सब?
So practically, it will help us to get detached, and we, as much as we keep on hearing, na. So Chetana will be like become very. That means it's purified. By hearing this, it will be purified, and unnecessary attachments keep on going. It will subtly functioning inside. Bhagavad is so powerful. If you keep on hearing itself, so that will make, this knowledge is making me, bringing you into the mode of goodness. And you will not feel this so much attachment in future also now. So your relatives cheated, your brother cheated, and he took away a lot of wealth from you. Let us- Let us- you will not feel so much so much heavy feeling for that, and your sadhana will not be stopped for that. Because you think that anyway, what is it? Everything is out of Prakriti and gone. Yes. So like that, so many helps. Practically, if you believe such may, if you really believe it and if you take it, then a lot of benefit you will be getting. Automatically, how the jnanis are coming into the mode of goodness, we will also coming into the goodness. And that will be helping us so to focus on our devotional activities. Goodness always helps. Otherwise, if we are not aware of all these things, and unnecessarily we will be getting the attachments, and oh, I am missing or I am doing and I am like that, and we will be stuck in there itself. That means then we'll be developing attachment. That is nothing but passion and ignorance. You are stuck in there. Oh my God. Break?
5 minutes.
Okay. 5 minutes break. Sharp, actually. Huh? 42 will be coming back. Maybe I think I need extra hour today also. Tomorrow. Prabhu, please think about that.
Yes. Cooperation.
Huh?
एक्स्ट्रा अगर होगा तो मुझे एक काम फिर थोड़ा पोस्टपोन करना क्योंकि
आप खाली इनको बोलो एग्जाम बाद में.
एकदम बाद में रखिए ना प्रभु.
एग्जाम स्किप कर सकते क्योंकि पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही कोई
पढ़ाई भी नहीं.
रोज पढ़ाई हम पढ़ रहे हैं पच नहीं रहे हाँ पढ़ने को टाइम ही नहीं ये एकदम वो नेक्स्ट के साथ कमेंट कर सकते मैं पढ़ना पड़ेगा
बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगा. लेकिन एक हफ्ता के बाद रखते तो अच्छा है. Maybe I don't know.
Problem is that many viewed in they can't get one place.
ऑनलाइन से कर सकते.
ऑनलाइन कर दो ना
ऑनलाइन से 2 कैमरा सिस्टम. हम तो ऑनलाइन ही बहुत करते. 2 कैमरा सिस्टम. Maybe I don't know. You can think. Because it's not my area. I should not enter into that. I need only 2 more hours. Because peacefully we cannot explain the basic points. Otherwise,
ये बहुत अच्छा था
a lot of missing. Even I don't get any satisfaction of coming here and doing something. I say,
सुनो प्रभु जी क्या लगा रहे हो? डोनेशन तो बोलो योगदान आने वालों को दे देने के लिए resolution extraordinary.
चले
चलो चलो हरि बोल।
जागो जागो जागो
सुप्ति अवस्था से उठा रहा हूँ।
जागृति अतएव शनैश्चित्तं प्रसक्तम् असतां पति भक्ति योगेन तीव्रेण विरक्त्या चानयेद्वशम्. So till now what we heard in these 4 slokas of this chapter, Jivatma is not the really doer of all these good and bads. So Prakriti is the doer. Karya Karana Kartrutve Prakriti Hetuhu. Prakriti is the cause of all these. But only the thing is, Jivatma is falsely claiming. So that is the claiming about this doership Kartrutvam. Now, it should not do that. So for that, what should be done? That is the solution. That is the next question. We understood the problem. And also we understood that Jivatma, even it is in the Prakriti, it is not getting any qualities of the Prakriti. It is always pure only. That is firstly clear. But it is just thinking that which is not done by him, but he is thinking that it is done by him. That is the problem. So then how to come out from that problem? So for that, we understood that there is no need to purify the Jivatma. There is a need to purify the only mind. Chitta or mind, yeah, that has to be purified. That also we heard. But how to do that? Bhakti yogena tivrena viraktya cha nayedvasham. This. Shanai chittam. So we should control this chittam only. Purify this chittam means controlling chittam means purifying the chittam. Okay, clear? Yes. My goal is chapter should be what is going, what is happening, it should be clear. That's all. But there are many things are there which I am not able to cover. Also, I am frankly accepting like purports, many points and many, but just basic understanding I want to give. It is the duty of every conditioned soul to engage his polluted consciousness, which is now attached to material enjoyment in every serious devotional service, with detachment. Thus his mind and consciousness will be under full control. That means if you see in our diagram, this is chittam you can consider altogether. So arantakarna, whatever. This has to be, that means false ego, chittam, and also intelligence and mind. All should be purified. These are known as 4 are known as antakarna. In the previous chapter, we have seen antakarna, 4 things are there. Yes. These 4. These 4 has to be purified. That's all. Are controlled. Then how to purify that? One should do Tivra Bhakti Yoga. And also along with that, Vairagya, detachment. So that what this chapter is promising of teaching what sadhana? Bhakti. Bhakti, what? Bhakti Misra Gnana. So that's why here you will be seeing that Bhakti also and also Gnana. But main focus is Gnana.
That's why detachment is.
Detachment is. Because if you see in the further slokas also, emphasis is given to Gnana. But in the 25th chapter, is clearly emphasis is given on
Bhakti.
Suddha Bhakti. Yes. And he is also recommending Kapila to mother. Mother, this is the best, Bhakti is the best one. No one is like this Bhakti process. Like that also he said. But here, why is actually Kapila is explaining all this to the mother? This is Bhakti Misra Gnana.
Everybody cannot follow that question.
नहीं पहले बताया था ना हमने कि भक्ति ये क्या बोलते हैं बाप के सबका ज्ञान
भक्ति का राज भक्ति भक्ति महारानी कहाँ का राज कर रहे मैंने भक्ति महारानी सब जगह राज करती है क्योंकि बिना भक्ति का ज्ञान भी अपना फल नहीं दे सकती अष्टांग योग भी नहीं दे सकता है that means even the jnana also cannot give its result ashtanga yoga cannot give its result so without bhakti that means the control of the bhakti or there is bhakti's hand is position in everywhere हर जगह राज कर रही है तो इसीलिए वी आर वेरी एक्साइटेड टू नो हर ग्लोरीज सो कुतूहल is there inquisitiveness भक्ति योगश्च तयोः द्वन्द्वैक्यं तेन तीव्रेण बलिष्ठेन here bhakti and yoga both are tivra we should take so that's why it is bhakti yogena tivrena viraktya tivra is applied to bhakti also tivra is applied to virakti also yoga virakti comes under the yoga so that's why this is not Tivra Bhakti and little yoga, little Gnana, then it will become Gnana Misra Bhakti. But here, Gnana is also Tivra. So next shloka, ready? Okay. Yamadi Biryoga Patay Abhyasan Shraddhayanvitaha Mai Bhavena Satyena Matkatha Shravanena Cha. One has to become faithful by practicing the controlling process of the yoga systems and must elevate himself to the platform of unalloyed devotional service by chanting and hearing about me. But Prabhupada purports actually he bends all the time. So to push forward the bhakti, even the context is even the slokas, it is said the other yogas as primarily, but and also purports also goes like that only. So that's why Prabhupada purports also like a preaching tools only. They are very much focusing on somehow or other bring the person to the bhakti. But it's not so tightly, that means tightly exhibiting whatever is said, that much only should be discussed. No, he is not restricting himself, even in his translations and in his purports. He's not restricting, he's not binding himself, the words, whatever is reflecting, that much only, I will say, he's not restricting like that. He is going beyond and he's crossing these several times, that means, and the whatever is said based upon that, even further crossing that, and he's showing that bhakti is the topmost in the purport also. And also in the purports, most of the times he covers all the basic points. That means we are not body, we are soul, and we are part and parcel, like that. Basic information also he will fill into the every purport. So this why he is doing, because he wants to extensively preach the bhakti. So one should come to the, so understand that bhakti has to be done, and that is the highest thing. So that is again and again, through every purport he reminds us. But if you see acharyas, they restrict to the only the words whatever they are saying, that much. They don't add the, or they don't take the extra. That means again and again they don't put the conclusion here. No. Contextually, whatever is said, that much only say and they go. Okay. This is only the major difference. Nothing is there, and we no need to, even if anyone asks. So purpose is there. The purpose sake Prabhupada was speaking like that. So to preach actually, mainly that's why every purport also looks like a preaching. It's not like so taking every word and also scrutinizingly, and whatever meaning is there now here. Tivra word is applied to the both, and that means here Gnana and Bhakti are also is a Tivra, and such a details he will not touch. He will go to the, he will put the high place to the Bhakti. You should understand the author's heart. What is his goal? What he wants to present, and that we should understand. With that loving heart, if you see, then nothing actually is, everything is clear for us. So now here Satyena, what is very important here. So then even the Jnanis, when they do here, Jnanis case also, Kapila is saying that they also should do bhakti. While doing that bhakti, what kind of bhava they should have? Satyena word is there. You remember Satyena means what is there or not? Satyena bhavena. Satyena bhavena means they should not think like the Advaitins, Mayavadis. Mayavadis also Jnanis, they follow the Jnana Marga, and they also do the worship of the Lord. But how they see the Lord? With the Satya Bhava they see? No, they see the Lord like?
Is a means to what?
No. You remember I said in the previous?
For realization, बाद में छोड़.
No. Not in this module, in the previous modules I said. They see Ishvara concept is what? What is the concept? What is the definition of Ishvara and Jiva according to them? Mayavadis? No, I said actually, I said.
Yes, आपने बताया था.
हाँ.
डाउनलोड हो रहे इसको डायग्राम बनाया था. इधर एक इसके होते ईश्वर, फिर वो ईश्वर बनने का प्रयास करते, तो जब हो जाता है फिर इसको छोड़ो.
Ishvara means Vidya Pratibhimbita Chaitanyam. When Brahman is reflected on the Vidya, then they consider it as Ishvara. And that means Ishvara is also out of the Vidya. Vidya means is a component of Maya. That means ultimately Lord's body is also out of Maya. So these are Mayavadis. Advaitins also called as Mayavadis. I said, na? Yes. So they don't have any Satya Bhava. That means they are not accepting Lord's form as transcendental form. So such a people, if they with that such a bhava, if they worship, they are not going to get any kind of the Brahman realization. No. So here that's why here Kapila is remembering their concept and saying, hey, so one should, even the Jnanis also should worship Lord, should worship me with the Satya Bhava. Means they should consider my body is as transcendental body, and they should worship not the so Maya Nirmita, not the just a Maya body out of Maya. No. If they worship like that, no. Even the same thing Narada also is saying, Naishkarmyam api achyuta bhava varjitam. That means these Mayavadis, they don't have achyuta bhava. That means nachuta bhava. That means this body will not be fallen. Achyuta means what? Nachuta. Achyuta means fallen. Achyuta means infallible. That means Lord's body is infallible. With that bhava, achyuta bhava, they should worship. Otherwise, Narada is also saying to the Vasudev, these Jnanis, they are not going. Naishkarmi mapyachita bhavata, Naishkarmi mapyachita bhavajitam, nashobate gnanam alam niranjanam. नींद आ रही क्यों इतने नींद आ रही all the time light is on like you let it goes light it'll glowing and slowly it will black like that I don't know it. These are all very very important concepts actually should otherwise what you will not be messing up everything okay actually you should hear huh? Is it because of food only we should take very light food I don't know not take light actually and also sufficiently not sleeping pranayam also you all should do pranayam at least you should also every day morning pranayam also they should do and also eat the less and simple food not kheer and this it will take a lot of kheer is there that's it. I huh? Paneer kheer they're heavy thing students they should eat very less and very light and less sleep and all the time memorizing and understanding and lot of service also more physically more then make it like a austere body then things will come otherwise no where is our Mallika where it sleeping being austere tell him that I am asking अच्छा प्रभु okay okay so here Lord is saying that even Jnanis also they should not worship Lord they should not worship Lord as a Maya that means his body is out of Maya no they should worship Lord so Satyena means his body is transcendental then only they can get the purification of the heart. This why they are doing their goal is what Jnani's goal is what now to purify the chitta. Yes or no? Yes. For that they are practicing of Jnana and also along with that Bhakti. But if they don't have Satya Bhava while doing Bhakti, that means if they don't consider Lord as transcendental and Lord body is transcendental, then this Jnana Nashobate Jnana Malam Niranjanam. That means these Jnana sadhanas are not going to purify their heart. It's clear? Next slok.
भक्ति कर ही नहीं पाए
No. They are worshipping everyday Lord. They are doing the Shravanam Kirtanam. That means some Mayavadis. And they want to, they are following the Gnana Sadhanas. But while doing the Shravanam Kirtanam, what is the consciousness? This Vishnu is out of Maya. With this conception, they are doing Bhakti and they are doing the Gnana Sadhanas. So, will their heart will be purified with that Gnana Sadhanas? No, that will not be purified. You're understanding?
Consider Vishnu as transcendental.
Then only that Jnana sadhanas are going to work and purify the heart.
How they explain?
Huh?
How they explain?
Mayavadi's explanation we should not take actually in this Bhagavatam. Even Shankaracharya didn't give any commentary. After that, his followers they started a misinterpret. Then Madhva gave the lot of that means some they tried, but I don't know how they read actually, but they have wrong interpretations. I don't know those. Next, Sarvabhuta Samattvena Nirvairena Prasanga Brahmacharyena Maunena Swadharmena Baliyasa. If further, these are all what angas? Bhakti angas or the Jnana angas? Jnana angas. In execution of devotional service, one has to see every living entity equally without enmity towards anyone, yet without any intimate connections with anyone. One has to observe celibacy, be grave, and execute his eternal activities, offering the results of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Brahmacharya life is also very important. In the spiritual life, there is no Brahmacharya. बुद्धि खुलेगा ही नहीं एक्चुअली, बुद्धि आवृत होता रहेगा। It's very difficult. A devotee should observe the vow of celibacy. Celibacy doesn't necessitate that one be absolutely free from sex life. Satisfaction with one's wife is permitted also under the vow of celibacy. The best policy is to avoid sex life altogether. That is preferable. Otherwise, a devotee can get married under religious principles and live peacefully with a wife. Devotee should not speak needlessly. A serious devotee has no time to speak of nonsense. He is always busy in Krishna consciousness. So actually, this context is going of what jnanis, and they are how to purify their heart. But Prabhupada purpose how it will go. Devotee will bring the devotee, and he will discuss about the devotee. He should not be like that, and the words whatever is the are there. So those words is keep, and he will try to preach to the devotees. So he not going to explain this sloka is telling about Jnana and now you will be Jnanis, they should follow celibacy. Like that, you will not speak. This is the style of the purpose. Yeah.
Similarly, in many slokas, they are not distinctly meant for jnana or
Yeah. That's
literally.
Acharya's commentary, you can see the link clearly and distinction also clearly. But Prabhupada's purpose, he will because his audience is devotees, and he in this context also. So devotees should be celibate and devotees should be like that, and then they can ultimately go to the higher stages of the devotional life. They can get Krishna prema like that only. You will write. That is the style of Prabhupada's writing purpose.
But there are some slokas who are describing pure devotional service, like Sarvam Kirtan.
That you will obviously speak about devotion. Like if you see 32nd sloka in the previous chapter, 25th chapter, Prabhupada is clearly writing the pure devotional service. That means one should be unconditional to do the pure devotion. That means Sarvapad Vinirmuktam. One should be come out from all the designations. So very clearly he is writing there. Next. यदृच्छयोपलब्धेन सन्तुष्टो मितभुङ्मुनिः विविक्तशरणः मैत्रः करुण आत्मवान्. For his income, a devotee should be satisfied with what he earns without great difficulty. He should not eat more than what is necessary. He should live in a secluded place and always be thoughtful, peaceful, friendly, compassionate, and self-realized. Actually, yeah, Jnanis, they live in the secluded place and they always thoughtful about the Brahman, and they are peaceful and friendly, and they are self-realized. They are dwelling in the self. Vivikta Sharanaha, Shantaha, Maitraha, Karunaha, Atmavan. Metabung Santushtaha Munihi. So Yadrichayopalabdena. That means these Jnanis means who is the Gnani? You remember, na? So Gnani flood from who comes? Who are Nishkam Karma Yogi, who pass Nishkam Karma Yoga. They are the Jnanis, yes or no? That means they already left the karma. They are left the karma, and now how they should sustain their body? Yadrichayopalabdam means while begging whatever they get, that they should accept. And that is also having the rules actually. The Jnanis also will be guided by that means who are in the path of Jnana, their seniors they will be guiding. They will be also having the Tattvadarshi Guru. That means who is advanced in the realizing of the Brahman. So such a Guru's direction, those will be there. So and those will be also following how many times you should beg. It's not that the Dinbar मांगते रहो और पेट भरते रहो. There is no anyway एदृच्छया लब्धुम एदृच्छया. And there is a lot of subtleties are there. How many times they should beg, how many houses, and after begging, they should also first put that everything in the water. In the cloth, they will be begging everything, and they should go to the outside the village. There will be some water, the water body will be there. In that, they should dip it and take it out. That's mean all the taste will be gone. Then after that, they should distribute whatever they got to the bhutas and also the demigods and everyone. Then whatever is remaining, and also how many morsels they should eat. That is also count is there. 11th canto, everything will come actually. All these things, all the details. Jnani is how they should. So like that they should eat. Not the details are not here. In the 11th canto, you'll be seeing the Gnana Marga once again in a ramp. That means you'll be explaining elaborate.
पनीर पानी
पनीर पानी बना के खाना।
सब चले जाएगा। ऐसा खाना चाहिए। ऐसा देंगे तो ब्रह्मचारी कोई नहीं रहेंगे। सब चाहिए। ब्रह्मचारी से सन्यासी। See, but Prabhupada is writing, see, for his income, a devotee should be satisfied with his errands without great difficulty. So, because his audience are who? That means grahasthas, devotees. So then he will be teaching to them here. It's no matter of this context is going about the Gnani and Edricha Upalabdha means after, but means he's already left the house. Gnani means already he passed the Nishkam Karma Yoga, Karma Sannyasa he did. So those things, so you may not be remembering, but because his focus, Prabhupada's goal is mainly so Atyahara Prayasascha, जो Rupa Goswami's points he will be explaining here. Atyahara Prayasascha Prajalpo Nimagra. Wherever small opportunity is there, because training the devotees is the goal. He should not eat more than what is necessary. Santushto Mitabhuk. That means Labho Jiveta Yavata. So Kamasya Nendriya Preetir Labho Jiveta Yavata. Accepting sense objects is not for the enjoying that sense objects, but to maintain the body. You should live in a secluded place and always thoughtful. Okay, next. This is clear, these angas. Sanubandhe cha dehesmin kurvan nasagraham jnanena drishta tattvena prakrute purushasya cha. Once seeing power should be increased through knowledge of spirit and matter. And one should not unnecessarily identify himself with the body and thus become attracted by bodily relationships. This is 9th sloka, na, Prabhu?
Yes.
This Gnani should develop the differentiating knowledge. That means Viveka Gnana. Viveka. His buddhi should be separating. This is spirit and this is body. Till now, what mistake he is doing? Whatever done by the Prakriti is thinking that is done by himself. Now, what is the exercise he has to do? I am not doing. It's not me. That is that kind of practice begins with the Nishkam Karma Yoga also. In the Nishkam Karma Yoga also, what is said? Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetur bhu. That means you should not, you do karma and you should not expect the result, and also you should not consider yourself as the doer of this karma. Karma phala het ma karma phala hetur bhu mato sangostva karmani. That means I am not the cause for the result of this karma. I am not the cause for the result of this karma means, so then automatically what is happening? So that is implied of that I am also not doing this. This body is doing it. So, and also whatever the results are coming from that karma, and it's not belongs to me. Because I am what? I am the pure Jivatma which is residing in this body. And whatever the pain and pleasure comes, and that is not going to affect me. That is only belongs to the body. That's why he is tolerating. So that means if you see the steps of Nishkam Karma Yoga, he is making what? Whatever the false claiming Jivatma is doing, that is now started. So that claiming is started, is cutting actually now. Is stopping. We are stopping. We are making the Jivatma to stop claiming all these things. That is the Nishkama Karma Yoga, and further advanced stage is only the Jnana Yoga. समझ में आ रहे हैं नींद भी आ रहे हैं समझ में भी आ रहे हैं
सिद्धि प्राप्ति
सिद्धि प्रकृते पुरुषस्य दृष्टं तत्त्वेन तादृश ज्ञान निवृत्तानि बुद्धि अवस्थानि जागृतानि. Okay, like this, he is cultivating this knowledge, differentiating knowledge, seeing the Atma is different and body is different. Next, Nivritta Buddhyavasthano Duri Bhutanya Darshanaha Upalabhyatmanam Chakshushevarkamatmadrit. One should be situated in the transcendental position beyond the stages of material consciousness and should be aloof from all other conceptions of life, thus realizing freedom from false ego. One should see his own self just as he sees the sun in the sky. So that means he should not be trapped by this false ego. False ego till now is giving what? So abhimana. That means I am the doer of this activity. That's why I am the owner of this result. I am the owner of that. So false ego is giving all the time that abhimana, and it made till now victim, this pure jivatma. Now we are, this pure jivatma should not become victim of this false ego and always situate in himself. That means I am not body, I am soul. Aham Atmaram. Aham Brahmas will come later actually. After this later stage. So little discussion is there. Tatasya jnani suddhena jivatmaneva paramatmanam bhaktya eva anubhuve tameva prapnoti ityaha. So what is the process actually here? First business is for the jnani's case, false claiming, doing false claiming should be stopped. That means becoming situated in himself. That he should do. Then after that, what he has to do? He has to do bhakti also along with that. So that means avidya will be over by that. If he is able to see himself, means avidya is finished. Then also he should do what? Bhakti. With this help of bhakti, he is also going to see Paramatma. And he will be seeing Paramatma, Jnani will be seeing Paramatma in a different way. Like what? Brahman. And Yogi is seeing Paramatma as Paramatma. And Bhakta will be seeing Lord, Bhagavan. But here the case is Jnani's case. But in the case of the pure devotee's case also, do they need to follow all this procedure? That means not claiming himself as soul, not claiming himself as the door of all these, and so becoming situated in the soul. And then after that, we do the pure devotion and go to the Godhead. That kind of sequence is needed? No, actually. There only the one thing is, even Jivatma is covered with the avidya in the case of devotion. We have to just to develop the drashraddha. That means firm faith in the Lord and keep on trying to do the 24 hours direct devotional services. And these direct devotional services will automatically destroy this, and it will automatically also finish that claiming of the actions of Prakriti as his own actions. Claiming also will be finished. Only thing is there, the focus should be developing, that means developing for that what you need. The faith. Developing faith. That is the focus. Is clear for everyone?
Yes.
Our route is a bit different actually. Jnani's route is different. Jnani's route is first realizing Atma, then after that, with the help of Bhakti, realizing the Brahman or otherwise Paramatma, then finally going back to the Mukti. This is the Jnani's. That's the procedure we are seeing now. Jnani's procedure. So ततस्य ज्ञानी शुद्धेन जीवात्मने परमात्मन भक्ति अनुभूति तमेव प्राप्नोति. So one more important point. Someone is using these jnana sadhanas and trying to remove the avidya and realize himself as soul. But if he doesn't do any bhakti, so can he see Paramatma?
No.
No, he cannot see. Like example. So sun is there. Our human eyes can see sun. And bats are there. Bats, you know. Bats are also having eyes. They can see the sun. They cannot see sun. Even they have eyeballs. They cannot see. So that means what is needed. So that means bats are also having eyes, but they are not able to see the sun. But humans' eyes, they are seeing the sun. So, but both are eyes. Similarly, soul is there. That means in the case of the person who did the bhakti and soul is there. So that means two types of people are there. One realized himself as soul and also he did the bhakti. Another is only, so by using gnana sadhanas, he removed the avidya and realized himself as soul. So both are the souls. Both souls can, that means both cases, can they see the Paramatma? No, they cannot see. Those who are covered with the bhakti, those who are with the bhakti, those only can see the Paramatma. So because Paramatma is a higher thing. So with the consciousness, with the knowledge, whatever is there in the soul, with that, one cannot see the higher things. That potency is not sufficient. So, but soul can see the lower things. That means what is intelligence, what is mind, what is ahankara, what is chitta, what are the senses, what is the body. This can be seen by the soul. That means soul's knowledge can see the lower things. But soul, the individual soul cannot, with that its own potency, it cannot see the Paramatma, higher things. For that, what it needs?
Bhakti.
Higher thing it needs. That is Bhakti, which is nothing but the Swarupa Shakti of the Lord. That it needs. With that only it can see. It's clear for everyone?
Oh, Jnani is
Huh?
difficult to get in. Practicing
If they practice, then only they can be success. Otherwise, no. But that bhakti also is not the bhakti right side people they get. Our bhakti is what? Is pure bhakti. We want to be pure devotee, pure bhakti. But Jnani's case, there is they at least, they use bhakti as a what? As a tool. You cannot say that they are getting bhakti. Getting bhakti means getting the pure devotion. They are not bhaktas. They are just understanding, oh, this process, Shravana Kirtana, Vishnu, I should do. Then by that, merging can happen. I can see soul. That is also one of the part of their process. Like that they see. So that's why you cannot say them as bhaktas.
they also follow line for school.
They can do
But
different.
with Mayavada, when they said they want to merge into person,
Mayavadis and Gnanis, what is the difference?
Thinks Lord is product of where.
Only difference is the Mayavadis, Gnanis, both they practice Gnana and both they do the little bhakti. But the Gnanis case, they think Lord as is the Chinmaya. And the Mayavadis, they think is out of Maya. That difference is there. Now we are not discussing Mayavadis. And another one more conception we have, wherever Jnanis comes, we think that they are all Maya. It is another big concept. That means Kapil Dev is explaining about Mayavadi philosophy. This is another mistake we do all the time. Wherever the Maya and merging comes, these are all Mayavadis. Merging and Gnana comes means Mayavadis. No. All Jnanis are not Mayavadis.
All Mayavadis.
What is the meaning code of Jnanis?
Huh?
Merging in Brahma.
They want to merge, but so whoever is desiring to merge into Brahman, you cannot say all are Mayavadis. They are Jnanis.
Nowadays we don't find these people.
Huh?
Nowadays we don't find this. That's why we
Okay. No. It's from concept, no, Prabhu. We should be conceptually clear. Not the Vyavahara. Shastra we are discussing, not the Vyavahara we are discussing. In the Shastra, you cannot say it's a Mayavadi philosophy. No.
These also.
We'll listen later. Muktalingam sad abhasam. Muktalingam sadabhasam asati pratipadyate sato vandum asatchakshu sarvan anusuyam advayam Sarvanu Sutya Madvayam. A liberated soul realizes the absolute personality of Godhead, who is transcendental and who is manifest as a reflection even in the false ego. He is support of the material cause and he enters into everything and he is absolute one with a second and he is the eyes of illusory energy. Now what is going on? Oh, we are still also 11 sloka only. Peace is me. Either you should give 1 hour extra, otherwise Saturday I'll cancel my ticket and is it possible? One more session on Saturday.
But you can go half an hour, half an hour.
Huh?
हिमायत ग्रुप के सामने ही होता है कुछ
Okay, we'll discuss actually.
जज हाँ
5 मिनट जाएगा.
Okay, okay. Self study. Self study अच्छा है सबसे. Okay. Huh?
सेल्फ स्टडी में नो स्टडी
I cannot do injustice actually. While discussing, I cannot just something होते हैं वैसे ऐसे ऐसे करके नहीं जा सकते. That's not my. I cannot actually. That will not allow my nature. I have to explain whatever is there. And only thing is, can we just give self study or other extra hours? Anything?
Extra was it, but
Yeah. Because spiritual process is not a gambling game or it's not a cheating process. We cannot cheat. Being a teacher, sitting in the assassin and whatever something, okay, it's like this, okay. That is cheating students actually. And it should not be done. It's a sin actually, sinful thing. But we'll try to. Definitely, I put my effort to finish as much as. Basic also at least should be discussed. No? Maybe we are already not discussing for foods. At least some basic. This should be from this chapter. This should be learned. This is the basic. Otherwise, so you are the cheater. You are the teacher, and you are cheating and saying that everything is over. I taught. He actually didn't teach, but he's saying that yes, I finished taught. Is cheating or not? That should not be done actually. Okay, next in this sloka, what is said? Asati kim kidrisham muktaihi lingyate jnayate. That means what is said? This jivatma first is knowing himself. So by cultivation of the knowledge, that means by cultivating knowledge of what this body and this is soul. There is a difference is there. So with that kind of knowledge, so he is realizing himself as soul. Then after that, after doing some bhakti, he with that help of that bhakti, he is also realizing Paramatma. So now how he is realizing Paramatma. So what qualities he should have to realize Paramatma? That is being said here. Okay? Sataha bandhum asatchakshuhu sarvanusyutam advayam. How he realized Paramatma? He realized Paramatma as advayam, without second. And sarvanusyutam, he see Paramatma as what? He is all pervasive everywhere. That means he is there in the karyam and also karanam. God is the karyam for the false ego. What is the karyam for the false ego? Should I explain? Karyam and karanam. Karyam. Karyam means what is a product of the false ego. Panch Tanmatras, Panch Mahabhutas. These are the karyam. Yes? And what is the karanam for the false ego? False ego means ego, material. Karanam. Mahat. You remember effect and cause I told, na? So Mahat is the cause for the ego and the ego is the karyam of the Mahat. Like that I said, na? So here now this Gnani is realizing Paramatma, we said in the previous sloka by doing little bhakti, so he is going to realize Paramatma, but how he realize? So he is realizing Paramatma as Advayam, that means he is the one without, second one like him, and also Sarvanusyutam, that means is is involved in everything. That means he is there in the karyams and also all the karanas. Understanding? Bandhu, he see Paramatma as Bandhu. Bandhu means
Super soul is residing in every jiva. It is understood. It is residing in false people.
yes, Prabhu. Even the ego and everything. So Lord is all pervasive. Even in the all the let me see, even the senses everywhere he is pervasive. If Lord is not there, then how those will be existing? Even in the every ana kanu, even a small kana also in our body, Paramatma is there in that also. It's Kshirodaksha Vishnu is all pervasive or not? Even a small atom he is there or not? Yes. Sarvanusyata means like that he is all pervasive, always is existing. So this Jnani will be seeing like that. So Sarvanusyutam, and he is seeing Jnani as Lord is the one without another second one. And also Lord, Jnani is seeing Paramatma as what? Bandhu. Bandhu means Pati. Pati means master. And also he is seeing so Sataha. Lord, he is seeing Paramatma as Sataha. Sataha means, so that means cause of everything. So like this he will be seeing.
So it is mentioned that he is seeing in every living entity.
No question.
Huh?
Next.
Sugar.
Pandita Samandra Sina. There we see that it is in every living.
Then only he is seeing everything is equal. Otherwise, how you can see? If Lord is everywhere existing, so that's why he is seeing everyone is equal. So here also many varieties are there. And some jnanis they see Lord as a Brahman. That means like here gold is there. Yesterday I was explaining, day before yesterday, I think. And the stone is there. So they don't see any difference. And they see what? It is the sat feature only. That means existing, something existing without any. That means if they don't see any attributes of that, then what is that? So everything is what? Just a satta. So that satta is nothing but what? Brahman. So like that they realize the Paramatma. So there's many ways are there. And these yogis, they see like a Paramatma, like 400 Krishna is residing everywhere. So that's why since Vishnu is common to elephant and Vishnu is common to the dog. So that's why both are same. In that respect, they are seeing same. So like that means Jnani is also varieties of the ways they will be realizing the Paramatma. Varieties. These varieties will be seeing in the 11th canto in details. इधर बहुत ज्यादा नहीं बोलेंगे, उधर ज्यादा बोलते हैं. Okay, but you should understand the step is so first Veda Jnanam, and then after that understanding himself as soul, realizing himself as soul. Then after that, there should be a need of the help of Bhakti is needed. With the Bhakti only, even one can stop seeing the Vedas also. Then to realize Brahman also, there is a need of Bhakti there also. Otherwise, they cannot do that. So Bhakti element will be there. Shravana Kirtanam, the Bhakti means Shravana, hearing and chanting. But they are not seeing the Bhakti as like a sadhya. So you're understanding how these things are happening. So first of all, he is knowing that he is always pure because of the Prakriti, even he is in the Prakriti, the qualities of Prakriti are not with him. So they are not there in him. They are only existing outside to him. Now he is understanding his problem. His problem is what? Claiming the Kartrutva of the Prakriti as his own. So that he will stop. He should stop. For that he is doing the Nishkam Karma Yoga. So in the beginning already, he did Nishkam Karma Yoga also. So there he is, that means Nishkama. That means I am not the doer of this and I am not these results are not belongs to me. And also and so you should not see Nishkama Karma Yoga is different from the Gnana Yoga. Nishkama Karma Yoga and Gnana Yoga are not different actually. One way they are not different. One is early one, another is later one. So then after that, he will be realizing the soul. Along with that, he will be doing the brahmachari, vrata, and so on, so all other, and also need the bhakti. Then soul will be realized. Then after that, Paramatma, he will be realizing in many, many ways like this. Okay, next. यथा जलस्त आभासं स्थल स्तेन दृश्यते स्वाभासेन तथा सूर्यो जलस्तेन दिविस्थितः. The presence of the Supreme Lord can be realized just as the sun is realized first as a reflection on water and again as a second reflection on the wall of room, although the sun itself is situated in the sky. How they are realizing the Paramatma is also the procedure is explained here. One of the many procedures, one is explained here. Like you see, there is a sun in the sky. Okay, this sky and there is a water. Like you see, Manduva Logli houses. Manduva Logli means in Telugu they say there is a house will be like in a square shape and the inside there is a open, like in our temple actually. So where is open, there is some water. That means some tub or something will be there. Assume actually. Huh? So sun is falling on that. Then what will be happen? That reflection of the sun is will fall on the one first the sunlight is falling on the water. So like you take this this is water in the tub, and these rays are going and falling on the walls. On this wall it is falling, and now here the reflection is there. So if someone is corner here in this house, first he will be seeing this one reflection on the wall. From this he will understand that, so okay, the wall cannot produce this light. This light may be definitely coming from somewhere. From this he will be guessing that this is coming from where? Water. He'll be identifying the water. Oh, water is the cause for the reflection. Then after that he'll be seeing, oh, water is also not cannot produce the light. That means maybe something it should be coming from somewhere else. Then he will be knowing the sun. Originally is sun. So similarly, so रहा है बहुत. Huh? ओके. अरे इतना अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट है भाई इसका. मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड कि मैं बोल रहा हूँ लेकिन सुनने रहे
एक्साइटमेंट का आवाज निकाल.
तो अभी तो 5 मिनट में हम तो बंद करेंगे, रुकिए. तो ऐसा ही देखिए. Now we are observing our body, mind, senses. They are all working and they are all looking like a conscious. So from where this consciousness is coming? Because actually they are not really, because they are all made up of the Prakriti, but we are seeing the active mind and active senses and active the intelligence. Everything is active. So, but they are all jada. But where is that consciousness is coming and making them active? So that means like senses are like wall. Okay, senses, body, mind, all the like wall. But we are seeing. So on this wall we are seeing the light. So like that means on the wall we are seeing the light, but wall cannot possess the light. Similarly, in the place of wall you keep what? Senses and mind, and in that you are seeing what? Light place. Light means what you are seeing in this. Actually, activeness means consciousness you are seeing. So then you will be thinking that you should think that Jnani will think that, okay, these are all jada padarthas, but it is now active. But that means this activeness, this consciousness is not belongs originally to these senses. There should be some source behind this, and they will be finally coming. Like how the person by seeing this light is coming to the water. Water is the cause for this light. Similarly, they are guessing that. So what they are guessing? Soul they are guessing. And now after being the soul, even soul is also limited, and soul is not the really the, because kartrutvam, that means to control all these things, it is not having the abilities. And that means whole body is controlled, all the senses are cooperating and everything is happening. That is originally not done by the soul. And that means something more is there behind this soul, something higher conscious thing. So then that's why he is going to get Super soul like that. Nannies will be realizing super soul like that. थोड़ा accident हो गया तो okay, so now we'll be stopping here. So extra hours, exactly, definitely, absolutely. I will not definitely waste my time, but I need time. प्रभु अद्वैत करना प्रभु. Yes. नेक्स्ट, अरे इसमें बहुत स्ट्राइक ऑफ्स हो गए. अच्छा, भावमय नित्यानंद प्रभु. चैतन्य जीवन प्रभु. चैतन्य स्वरूप प्रभु. I think he said to me. दुर्गा प्रसाद प्रभु absent. गोपालन प्रभु. अच्छा, yes. हरिनारायण प्रभु. हाईगिरी चरण प्रभु. हेमगिरी प्रभु. कालचरण प्रभु. कौशल किशोर प्रभु. अच्छा, कौशल किशोर प्रेजेंट. सॉरी सर. पूर्व कृपा प्रभु. माधव सुंदर प्रभु. मनमोहन कृष्ण प्रभु. मनोराम गौरंग प्रभु. मुकुंद पद्म प्रभु. नलिनीकांत प्रभु एब्सेंट. निमाय निताय प्रभु. हरे कृष्ण. पवन पुत्र प्रभु एब्सेंट. प्रदीप प्रभु एब्सेंट. राधा राजबीर प्रभु एब्सेंट. राम गोविंद प्रभु. साधु चरण प्रभु. नेक्स्ट, अरे इसमें सही का स्पोर्ट है. सतीश, नहीं, सुंदरानंद ठाकुर प्रभु. वनचारी प्रभु. पौर्णपचारी गोपाल प्रभु. ओके. विष्णु तत्व प्रभु. ब्रजमणि प्रभु. ओके प्रभु, थैंक यू.
Regarding exam,